Hello everyone, my name's Jake and this is Alcoholics Anonymous. Just kidding, it's Yeah What of It, back again with another episode. Excited to be here, chat some shit, come up with weird ideas, discuss less important things and just see where the night takes us. I'm with
Ian
and
Harry.
Let's get into it.
How have your weeks been?
So, got the new personal trainer thing.
Yeah, how's that going?
I'm sick, I'm feeling strong, I'm counting calories. The other day I couldn't make up my calories in food, so I just drank 6 beers on the bounce. And that made the total. So I'm not saying alcoholism has a purpose, but I think I found it. Mate, I feel fantastic, apart from the fact it feels like my leg's been pried open by a big strong man called Tyrese. The rest is feeling amazing. I've had the week off work because I maliciously complied with having to take up my holidays. So I was telling Harry for the next month, I think I'm in work a total of 5 days. I'm not working a full week at all. And they've just dropped a bunch of new starters on us as well. They're like, I need to train these people up. And I was like, cool. Here's how you do the job. See you in a week. And then I'm going to come back and check on them again. Yeah, disappear for another week. Going to come back, check them again for a little bit longer this time. Disappear for 2 weeks because that's when the big cheese gets married. Tomorrow I'm pumpkin picking with my brother and his sproglets, so that'll be interesting. But other than that, not much has really gone on. How about you guys?
I'll let Harry go first. He's gone.
Harry's died. I have to read my entire week all over again.
The dog just shat on the floor. Take your bets.
I'm going to say Beth came in with a question.
Sorry.
About
sorry.
What happened?
I'm sorry. The dog made a weird noise.
Yeah, that's correct.
The dog made a weird noise, and I went in, and she was looking all guilty. And I've just checked the entire flat, and I cannot see anything wrong, which makes me really nervous. I don't know what she's done.
Getting gaslit by a Greek dog. Love it.
Yeah. She came in, disturbed me the first time, wanted to fight, lost. Came in a second time, wanted something, followed her into the lounge, and she just stared at the TV, said she wanted the radio on. So I put the radio on. Came in a third time, ignored her, she left, weird noise, looking guilty. I don't know what she's done.
Right, how has your week been? It's your turn.
It's my turn. Actually, yeah, I have a couple of things. Number one, in the episode that came out last week, which is today for us, me and Jake talked about a documentary made by a guy called, I think his name's Mark Christopher Lee.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And he made a documentary about royals and UFOs and everything.
Ah, good old Charlie.
Yeah. Anyway, he's now following us on Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's he followed us? And did he listen to it?
Good questions.
How did he find it?
So
that is the question.
I put a Twitter post up that said, King Charles flew a UFO. Find out more this #Friday on Yeah What of It. And then I put #podcast, #UFO, #royal family, #conspiracy, and #British. He is the only person to have liked and retweeted it. And I'm here for it, to be honest. I went on to check it had gone out, and he had liked it and reposted it fucking immediately. And then, I think it was today or yesterday, he started following us, which is a couple of days after the post.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, oh my God. I don't know how this has happened. So we're also following him now as well.
Yeah, we are.
That's pretty sick, that.
Yeah, I know. I saw it and I was like, wow, that name seems really familiar. And he's got a blue tick next to his name. That makes it seem like he's really official. And
blue tick means nothing. You can buy it.
I know, but Brandy, I'm talking about UFOs. Can you settle for a minute? You've been out. She might be hungry. I'll feed her in a minute. Yeah, so that's number one. He's followed us. I'm not sure if he's listened to the podcast yet because the promo for today's episode hasn't gone out yet on Twitter. But anyway, there's that. Second thing is, upcoming Green Lantern news. Whoop, whoop. Autism alert. Number one is Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart have both been cast as 2 Green Lanterns in a Lanterns TV show. Very excited. And secondly, in the comic, it's called like DC versus World War Vampire or something like that. Alfred Pennyworth is now a Green Lantern.
Yeah, he is.
So that's a thing. And that's fine. That's fine. I think
you sound like you're coping. You're just huffing the copium.
it's kind of cool, and it's like it's not a main like storyline or anything, so it's not a mainstay. But it's a cool little side thing, and we'll see what happens, I suppose. What else has happened this week? Oh, yeah, dog's a menace. Took her to get spayed, right?
Yeah.
So went for an appointment last week. Good as gold in the vet. Went in, vet was fondling her and everything, and it was getting a bit weird. And she was like, "Yep, Brandy's all fine. She's all good for the operation next week." Fantastic. Went in on Wednesday. It was supposed to be just like a fucking hit and run, drop the dog off, come get her later sort of thing. New vet, checking her over, and Brandy's giving her kisses and everything, and then the vet goes, "Oh, I think she's weed." And Beth says, "Yeah, she does that," and she's nervous, and she goes, "Oh, hang on. No, she's producing milk." And little devil's going through a phantom pregnancy.
That's
right. And it's annoying. The vet said it, and I was like, "Fuck's sake!" All the signs were there. Like my boxer dog had a phantom pregnancy, and they nest and they take all their toys to their bed and like arrange them, and they carry their toys around in their mouth, and they're like extra anxious and extra aggressive. And Brandy's been like that for the past, I don't know, since the day after the consultation. And I was just like, "Oh, she's a puppy. She's a teenager. She's just doing teenager things." And now I'm like, "Nope. Her body thinks she's pregnant."
All makes sense.
It's all coming together. It's all come together now. So we've just got to fucking ride this out till, I think it's like 6th of November. She goes back in, and I'm going to check her again. But yeah, she's a little menace like that. Little devil. She also cut my arm and cut my scalp. I've never had my scalp bleed before.
You got scalped by your dog.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, we were fighting, as you do with a dog. And she just fucking went back on her back legs and just smacked me on the head. And I thought, fucking hell, that really hurt. And didn't think much of it. Went to the shower, and all my hair had like matted together in a certain spot. I was like, what the fuck? So I'm running my hand through it. And like, this is gross, but like bits of like scabby, still forming blood shit was like coming off in my hand. And I was like, oh, fuck's sake, she's cut my head open. But it wasn't that bad. It was just a surface cut. But fuck me, did it hurt. Fuck me, did it hurt. And it's like still uncomfortable now. The only other thing is me and Keen had a flat pack furniture adventure, but that will lead into Keen's week. So
my week,
go for it.
Oh, hold on, we have to do the little intro.
What the fuck is that? Jesus Christ!
How do I stop it? That's not the one I thought it was.
That was impressively audio.
We're just throwing this.
Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
Where's the sound?
We heard it.
Did you hear it?
We heard both of them.
Yes, I can hear you, Clem Fandango.
Yes, we.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Yes, people. The big news from me: I have now moved halfway across the country. I am now.
Sorry, just before you go ahead, what were you trying to play?
I don't know. I had a soundboard open from all the things I'm in, and they're not labelled very well. This one just says what I presume is the collect your luggage sign from an airport, but God knows what it's going to play. We're in Nottingham now, boys. I've done it. I took the plunge. I've moved halfway across the country. Is it halfway? Nah.
No, it's 2 hours.
It's in the Midlands. Actually, it was 3 hours to get here. Thank you very much. Actually, it was slightly less than 3 hours.
It's just under 3 from Basingstoke.
I may or may not have been speeding, but no, yeah, that's it. Halfway across the country. I like to think it's halfway. It's called the Midlands. That means middle.
Because it's mid.
It's not half.
Fuck
Exactly, because it's mid. But no, this is obviously a big difference from little town to big city, as you saw in those pictures, videos I sent earlier of those fucking hoodlums round the back of me gaff, eyeing up the thing. And then I don't know how anyone can own a car in this fucking town. The traffic in the morning is fucking horrendous. I'm so glad I'm on a bike. Because the first day I went into work, I got onto I don't know what road it is. It's it goes underneath the big dual carriageway that goes over the top. Can't remember what it is. I don't know the fucking roads. But all I heard the sat nav go, it was like, take second exit, and then it went continue on for a mile. And I looked down this fucking road, it was at a standstill, and I'm like, I could not imagine myself sat in here with a car. I just went straight through the middle of all of it. I was like, fuck you lot, you pricks, sitting in this fucking traffic every morning. Fuck that. This is a biking city. Although I'm gonna have to get a smaller bike because the one I got now is overheating like mad.
Well, it's all right. Just leave it for long enough, and those little dwarfs will come and steal it.
Little fuckers will come and steal it, mate. I'll send a picture. 1 second. That's where my flail lives. I sent it in the chat. So it's literally on the door. What? It's on a little hook, so I can just easily just hook it off, and then the back door. The back door is like immediately after that door, straight to my bike. So I'm right out there. I've got 2 disc locks on it, so that ain't rolling anywhere that easily. They'd have to fucking make a lot of noise cutting it.
Mm.
So I'll be straight out swanging. Wow. I've been enjoying the big town. I'm going out. I'm gonna go find me a boozer after this, maybe. Ywoi. What's about?
There's a couple near you.
It's a bit different when you're sitting in your gaff just drinking compared to actually going out.
What are you doing currently?
Sitting in my gaff drinking.
There you go. Shut the fuck up.
But that is a freshly cracked bottle, right? I bet you whatever you're drinking from is already half empty. Am I right? Or am I right?
You're wrong.
Don't worry. I'll wait.
You're wrong.
Mine's from May.
Okay. Next one. Are you drinking it neat?
No.
Okay. Right.
I mean, there will be in a minute, but...
yeah, exactly. That alcoholic behaviour. Me?
That's because you...
What do you mean by cheap
shit that can't be drank neat. What I'm saying is, I bought Gentleman Jack.
How much is that a bowl?
Fuck knows. But it's meant to be drank neat. It's meant to be enjoyed. You don't need to cut it with anything, right? Versus Kraken. That's not a deep drink. That's a cut it with fucking free cola and just get it down your gullet to get pissed.
Free cola, the stuff from fucking Little Rowdy.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's what I got.
But nah. Anyway, I'm enjoying the big city.
The day Kian moved up here was interesting for me because it started off with.
Was it?
Well, it started off and you said, "Can we park the thing in your car park?" And I said, "Yes, you can." And we arrived at exactly the same time, which was excellent timing because me and Beth were also out. Don't know how that happened. And then his mum got out of the car, came up to me, gave me a hug and said, "Oh, wow, it's so nice to see you again." Never met her. I've never met Estelle before. And I was just like, okay, yeah, cool. And then you obviously went out for dinner, and then you texted me and was like, "Oh yeah, I'm back at the gaff. Come over whenever." Because you said you had that big ass monitor. What you didn't tell me is that you had a table and a fucking chair that you needed to assemble, as well as the monitor.
Oh, right.
And mate, we were there for hours, especially with that fucking table. And then
I lost track of time.
We ended up putting like the wrong screws in the wrong place, and we bent the metal.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Yeah, we proper dented it, and we're looking at it like, sure, that's fine. And then Kian looked at the instructions and was like, "Oh yeah, it's not supposed to do that. It's not supposed to warp the metal. We've actually used the wrong ones there. So we take all those out, put them back in. And then that fucking monitor. What the fuck?
I told you it was a 2-man job.
It's 100%.
It's a one-man job if you'd got me up there.
Mate, like this monitor is probably the heaviest thing I've ever lifted. Ever. I think because of the shape of it. It was just so awkward. It's just so awkward. And then we had to put a fucking stand on the bottom of it and then slide it onto the desk, which you barely fit on. And then we trapped my fingers underneath it.
It's too big. I should have gone for the fucking wider one, not the big fucking thing. Because some games make me motion sick. Other games don't fit right on the screen. And then other games feel like I'm cheating. I've been playing War Thunder, and I go and zoom in on a vehicle. They're like fucking miles away, but when I zoom in on them, they're just like taking up the whole screen. I'm like, I can see you perfectly.
Oh, and that fucking beer. Oh my god, I'm still thinking about it.
What's the name of that beer place? I meant to ask you that.
Of the one I got you?
Yeah, the name of the place where you get the beers from?
Oh, okay, so the beer we had was from a place called Vault City, and they only do sour beers, and they're flavoured all funky. So Jake, I don't think you'd like them because
that sounds horrendous.
we had it was called Shake and S'more, and it was supposed to be marshmallow, burnt campfire, chocolatey flavour. And we realised we should have shaken them because when you shake
What's the name of the beer?
it's called Shake and S'more. I know. But we both looked at it and we were like, who shakes a beer? Why would you shake a beer? We're going to leave it. But then we shook it and we were like, oh, the flavours. Oh, the smell. Oh, it's totally different.
It was good.
But
Weird.
there's a place in Nottingham called... So the one I got them from was called Brew Cavern, which is down in town where we took you when you came up for Ailstorm. And then there's one called Brew Tavern. Not Cavern. Tavern, which is down by the train station. Same company, just different names. And yeah, they've got like a revolving stock that changes every week.
They have a tap room.
Do they?
Yeah, it's in Edinburgh.
Well, that's not in fucking Nottingham, is it?
Yeah, I know, but I just seen that they have a tap room and some of the flavours they got there: sugar and spice, and maple, pecan, pumpkin pie sour.
Vault City.
Yeah, they have 2 tap rooms.
Where's the one that's not in Edinburgh?
They're both in Edinburgh.
What's the point?
It's obviously an Edinburgh fucking company, isn't it?
Well, Beth's got the pecan pie pumpkin thing in the fridge. She hasn't opened it yet.
Chocolate dipped strawberries. Oh,
see what I mean? These flavors are insane. They've got Iron Brew. They've got Wagon Wheel.
Why the fuck would a beer taste like that?
Oh,
Beer tastes like beer.
It's just different. It's like I had a stout that tasted like Cadbury's fudge, like finger of fudge.
Oh.
Just leave it alone. Just drink beer. Tastes like beer. And if you can't hack it, just don't drink beer.
There's an IPA here called My Second Rodeo. Oh,
that's a good name, but still.
What, from Vault City?
I think it's one of their guest IPAs.
I see. But it was very good.
I feel like this is what me and Harry are going to do when we get like old and retire. We're going to start brewing beer.
Oh, mate, brewing beer would be fantastic.
Oh.
And Jake can do the normal beer. And then we'll be there secretly sprinkling in chocolate and spices.
Oh my god, I've just seen one from Brew Cabin called Ice Cream Wrecker.
Who is the brewery?
Oh, what the fuck? Staggeringly good.
Nearly that.
Fuck off. Why can't I say that? You say that. Hold on.
Staggeringly good.
That's it, yeah.
What? I don't know the rest of the sentence.
No, that's just what it's called. That's the brewer.
Oh, mate, that fucking label's sick. Staggeringly good.
Yeah. No. It's called Ice Cream Wrecker. I just sent you the link.
I know. The brewery is staggeringly good.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Oh, it's a sour as well.
The one to the... Oh, this one looks good as well. This is me. This is me whenever I walk into a... Look at the next can I said.
Got any IPAs, pal? The fuck? Oh, they got one called Slushy. Oh, these labels are sick. I'm going to be honest with you guys.
Look at this one.
I buy these beers based off the label.
Labels. Some of these labels
Where's
are sick.
the cheese shop gone? Oh, man.
Oh, sloshy.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Look at the label. The label's fucking cool.
Oh, that's sick.
Talking of booze, we'd like to introduce you to the Brutal, Bizarre and Boozy podcast. The trailer is coming up now.
We are the Brutal, Bizarre, and Boozy podcast. I'm Declan, the son.
And I'm Jane, the mom. This is the podcast where we talk about brutal crimes like serial killers and the random one-off murder. We will tell you about bizarre occurrences like alien abductions and monsters in the dark. And we just might get you drunk with cocktails themed around one of our stories.
At the very end of every show, we like to lighten things up and cleanse the palate from the tragic and terrifying stories. So we end our time with a chaser. You might get to hear crazy stories about our pets or just silly movie recommendations.
Give us a listen. We are the Brutal, Bizarre, and Boozy podcast.
Well, that's a bit fucking weird.
So you guys have all seen Elon's creations coming out the woodwork. He's just done an expose. What's it called? You know, he's done his little look at all my shiznit. The Tesla bot, right?
The Tesla.
Just out of interest. So there's a Tesla bot. Looks like a robot.
Say what I think you're gonna say.
I don't know. Wait if I can find out. So number one, they're called Optimus robots.
Yeah, I did see that.
Number two, what is it? They're going to say, apparently, Kian, are you playing shit in the background?
Oh shit! Did you hear that?
Yeah, can you not pay attention for 10 to 20 seconds?
No, I was trying to find my fucking news story. It's a video. Fuck you. Carry on.
Fucking shit on silent. So yeah, if you want to buy one, they'll set you back anywhere between 20 and 30k. That's just a rough. They've not made it yet. Well, they've not got a working one yet. Clarify.
They're so far from making it. I watched that, right, and I follow this account that basically just slates anything Elon Musk does, and it's not like from a hater's perspective. It's from a this is clear and 100% fact wrong, right? So these are supposed to be AI robots, right? And obviously it was only fanboys going there. Hold on, am I about to say what you were going to say?
Yeah, probably.
Go on, I'll let you continue.
Thank fuck. So yeah, he went to the people who run the AI 3 weeks before the expose, and he was like, I want the fucking robots in it. And they were like, we can, but they won't run off AI. And he was like, Kian, turn the fucking volume down. It's like being in school. So yeah, he went to them. He was like, yo, I need my robots in 3 weeks' time. And they said it won't run off AI, but we can do it off it's like PlayRig or something. Essentially, they were being remote controlled.
Of course.
So all the stuff that they're meant to be able to do via AI wasn't the case. It's semi-cool that they can walk around, but also like Boston Dynamics have had a robot that can do that for years. When asked what will they be able to do, Elon was like, it will do anything you want. It can be a teacher, babysit your kids, it can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks, whatever you can think of, it will do. Which it says it has the ability to deadlift 150 pounds and carry 45 pounds while walking at 5 miles an hour, right? But that's, let me just double check, because I don't think that's actually that impressive. 68 kilograms it can deadlift.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That's nothing. Just to put in perspective, I weigh 70 kilograms, so it couldn't deadlift me, but I could deadlift 100 kilograms with relative ease. No, not relative ease, with a bit of struggle. But I can still do it. So I can outlift this robot, which it's just insane. But yeah, everything that he's sort of brought forward so far, it can be powered by AI. It's not. It's just not working how he intended it to work. His little auto taxis that he had.
Oh yeah.
It knocked a 10% off in his stock because he had them on a track indoors, and yet again, there's a potential that they were on rigs as well. But also, they just drove around like a circle and stopped at little bits. That's nothing compared to driving on the roads. It's just insane the outlandishness he's come out with. And he said for like the past few years they're going to come out next year. Cyber taxis out next year. 2026, guys. Apparently that's the year. I don't think it is, but prove me wrong, Elon. Yeah, that was my only news. Was just robots are not working.
China's back in the news for the thing they keep being in the fucking news for. Fake animals. This time, slightly better, but I feel like the reason that they gave was based on bullshit. I sent the video. I have a quick gander at that. Yeah, who needs to turn their fucking volume down now?
I'm listening to the way you intended it to be.
That's a very clearly a robot.
It's the cyberbots.
Obviously, they had an aquarium with a fucking fake-ass whale shark swimming around it, but their reasoning, no, it's to raise awareness. It's to raise awareness. Get the fuck. You've already been caught multiple times trying to pass off fucking dogs as lions, and I'm still on the fence about the moon bear. From many episodes ago.
There's a sun bear.
Sun bear, that's it. I'm still on the fucking fence about that. I don't fully believe them after all the other stuff they tried to pull, but that was
robot animals in a zoo isn't a bad idea. I'm on board if it's like you think of how like the conditions are in SeaWorld.
Yeah, no, I back you there. But if the whole thing was robots,
Yeah,
not just one in there,
Not we lost the shark, so here's a robot.
I wouldn't mind going to an all robot zoo. I feel like that would be pretty cool. So long as
It
they
would
ain't
be
like
cool.
shit. Like if they were like Disney level animatronics, I'd be like, alright, this is legit. But I don't want to see like fucking Freddy Fazbear level animatronics. Oh, actually, a real shit one could be cool as well. Anything in the middle. If it was like real shit animatronics, I'd be like, this is a laugh. I'd go watch that. Anything in the middle, I'd be like, you're trying too hard and it's failing. Or then you get the other set aside where, oh my god, I can't tell if this is a real fish or not. That's the only levels I'd accept a robot aquarium / zoo / petting zoo. You could do a petting one.
Yeah, provided it didn't go crazy like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, that's a risk I'm willing to take. What are the news? No, this one's less news and more of a gripe. So obviously we're all up to speed with the Diddy stuff, correct?
Who?
What the fuck's sake?
What do you mean who?
P Diddy.
What about him?
Oh, Kian, give me
Have you not seen what's been in the news recently?
Don't read the news. Why'd I read the news?
Mate, you don't have to read normal news to see the shit is going on. How do you not know about P Diddy? Well, first of all, do you know who P Diddy is?
Yeah, he's a rapper.
Okay, cool. So he's currently in the news because he got arrested.
That was a lucky shot in the dark, wasn't it?
You just guessed it right because the P Diddy sounds like a rapper name. Fuck me. But no. So anyway, he got arrested for some diddling stuff, right? I think a minor came out recently, but it wasn't a minor originally. Just a whole lot. P Diddler, yeah. A whole load of stuff, right? Apparently there's loads of names, right? But there's also a whole list of names of other famous people who've been involved with this kind of thing, and everyone's waiting for this list to be revealed. But anyway, he's arrested, right? And when the police raided his house, they found, just in one room, and it was on display, not like hidden in boxes or like tucked away in the garage or the loft or whatever. This shit was on display. Yeah. 1,000 bottles of baby oil.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
First of all, 1,000 of anything in asterisks is a lot. Right? 1,000 Mars bars is a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, 1,000 grains of sand is not. But anyway, that's a lot of fucking baby oil.
Right, just quick. This isn't relevant to this. You think 1,000's a lot, right? Did you know that there are 1 million ants per person on Earth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's all. Continue.
That doesn't surprise me. It's like the statistic with beetles. If you were to put every single beetle on one end of a scale and then every living thing on the other side, the beetles would outweigh all other living things. But no. So anyway, P Diddy, sexual stuff locked away, right? And there's this new saying with the kids, the skibbity rizzers and the whatever, right?
Sorry?
Yeah, that's the generation I call them now. There's this new saying, right? Well, I say it's a new saying. It's an old saying, but they've now changed it. So we're all familiar with no homo, correct?
Oh, no Diddy.
Yeah, so now they've changed it to no Diddy.
No
right?
Diddy, shit.
But
What a legacy.
They're still keeping on the other one. You might not have heard this one. I know Jake would have, but I know Harry lives a sheltered life, which is pause. So like if you say something like, damn, that shit was big and thick, pause. You always say pause after, right? There's been a huge influx.
What does that mean?
No Diddyism.
You say pause to stop the conversation so that you're not gay, essentially.
Okay.
So say if you say something sus, like, damn, that was big and girthy, you could then say pause, and then you continue on with your conversation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right? But there's been a big uptake of people saying pause and no Diddy, right? And I feel like I've stated this to Jake before in an Xbox Party, but I have to state it again in case a lot of people listen to this in the future, right? I'm of a firm belief that if that is in your usual repertoire your usual lexicon of words, and you say it excessively,
Repertoire.
you're more gay than Gok Wan.
Oh,
Because this is the hill I will die on. I feel like if you have to excessively tell people no homo, pause, or no diddy when you say something sus, you're deep in it. You're deep in the closet.
do you know what? I accept this, and I'm going to add something to it.
Go on.
Right, rugby lads, southern rugby lads,
Yeah.
do the
Yeah.
good things, right?
Yeah.
And if that's your kink, or that's just your sexual identity, then by all means, you do you, boo. I'm on board, right? However, if you're like, oh yeah, Monty can't make the team because he wouldn't suck off 19 of us back to back without gagging, right?
You wouldn't fuck a pig.
Just accept you're that way inclined. Just be honest, and like it's okay. We're not going to think anything less of you. We're a very accepting podcast. However, the hyper masculine, oh lads, I only drank a little bit of piss, but it's mixed with cum, so that's okay, right? It's tough because I come from the army. Is you do slightly weird shit, right? I will argue there's a difference.
Listen. As long as the piss to cum ratio is 60-40, you're fine.
But in what way? Is it got to be more piss than cum, or more cum than piss?
Pause.
Oh. No, we're not getting the pause around here.
I'm saying it like that.
But yeah, that's a fucking hill I stand on. What other quick news stories I got? Did we do the conker one?
No, that's mine.
Oh!
Right, 2 steps.
Do not steal my conkers.
Back on Diddy real quick. Right?
Yeah.
Harry won't know this, Keen, you might. In court, when they came to Diddy about his excessive baby oil ownership, his lawyer went, he buys it in bulk to save money from Costco, right? That's what he did. He buys it from Costco in bulk to save money. It's a financially feasible thing to do. Costco were straight on that shit, and they were like, we did not stock Johnson's baby oil in any locations. He did not buy this from us. Turns out it's true. So Costco weren't letting him slide on nothing, which I love. It makes me so happy.
My final news story, right? This is a 2-parter because the first time I saw it, I was like, ha, that's weird. I'm going to save that for the news story because I only read the title, and then I saw someone else did the story and they put a different title, and I was like, let me read it because it's a major development. 1 second, let me send.
Just wait, I need a piss.
He needs the piss.
I'll come back. What's up, Nip Slips?
Tell me about the 3 penises.
Here we go. You seen the picture, Jake?
Well, sorry, no, I was not looking at your 3D.
I'll read it out for the people who obviously can't see the thing. British man discovered to have 3 peni. Is that the plural?
Penises?
Penises.
Is it penises or is it like cactuses?
Plural of penis.
Well, it turns out
it's penises. It's
Can
penises.
also be octopuses.
It's octopi.
No. So it turns out it can actually be octopuses because it depends on whether you take it from the Latin or the other language that's after it. But either way,
I'm calling them sheeps. Anyway,
like octopussy.
Do it.
Anyway, yeah. The second person only to have been recorded. There might have been more, but so that was the first part, right? And I thought, damn, that's weird as fuck. The second part is there's the second part that I saw.
British man lived to 78 without realising he was 78 years old.
78. At no point in his 78 years of existence did he think this is a bit weird.
Listen.
He's just out here like my fucking flail, swinging triple heads. And did not think, nah, this is fine.
What I find interesting about this is not only did he must have gone through life blissfully aware of his male friends around him making dick jokes, singular, not plural, and also I'm just presuming he's married because he's 78 and it's what people did of that era.
Yeah.
How did his partner not say, "Oh, All right, hubby, why you got 3 dicks?
Oh, I can tell you.
Go on.
It turns out that triphilia is there's 2 interior and inferior penises concealed within the scrotal sac. So he had 4 balls.
What?
Hmm.
So he was just packing extra balls and all?
Yeah, because I googled it. I want to see what it looked like.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to ask.
So do I.
That was my next
So do
question.
I.
Is there an X-ray? Because I'm very curious about how it's laid out.
There's a 1 sec.
That's a dissected person. What the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I was going to show you. There's a.
I love you guys, but I don't want to bring back saxophone penis. I don't want to see that again.
No, this is better than this is bagpipe penis.
Because they can't afford saxophones in Scotland. That's it.
There you go. Enjoy.
I'm gonna level with you.
Looks a bit like a chicken.
I cooked chicken like that once, and I got food poisoning. If you showed that to me and said, "What is this?" I wouldn't say triple penis.
Obviously, it's not what we were thinking. That's all my fucking news.
Go on, Harry, tell us about some conkers.
Let me tell you about conkers. Okay, so there has been the World Conker Championships happening in Southwick, Northamptonshire for fucking ages, right? One lad, David Jakins, or Jackins, I don't know and I don't really care. He's won the annual title this year after competing every year since 1977. Okay? So after like 50 years, he has lost until recently, right? Now, I believe that he has been led to insanity, conquer insanity. Okay? Shortly after winning, he was found to have a steel chestnut hidden in his fucking pocket that was painted like a normal chestnut.
Put a picture of him in so Jake can see what this guy looks like.
That's what David... Is his name David? Yeah, David Jakins looks like. Okay? So he played off against... Yeah, exactly. Alistair Johnson Ferguson, who lost to Jakins in the final, suspected foul play. He's 23 years old Alistair. And he says, my conker disintegrated in one hit, and that just doesn't happen. I'm suspicious of foul play, and have expressed my surprise to organisers. Now, organisers obviously found this steel thing upon searching him afterwards. Jakins said, I was found with a steel conker in my pocket, but I only carry it around with me for humour value, and I did not use it during the event. Now, what the fuck, okay? So, this has really, really annoyed me. Because it's this old cunt who won't just say, listen, I've been competing for 50 years and I'll let it get to my head. I'm really sorry. I did what I did. Instead of just saying that, he's saying he's got a steel conker that's painted like a normal conker in his pocket because it's funny. To who?
I have questions, though.
Who keeps a steel conker in their pocket? It's like Kian going, oh yeah, I keep a fucking plastic laptop in my pocket because I think it's funny because I work in IT. Fucking no. Stop being so silly, Mr. Jakins. Just own up to it. Fuck me, honestly. Sorry.
Just to clarify, Mr. Jakins is wearing what looks to be a Macintosh covered in conkers. So it's on brand vintage for spare, right? Secondly, the steel conker would have to have a hole running through the centre of it to be usable in a conkers competition because that's how you put the thread through. And third, because are supplied by the conker people at the competitions so that all conkers are the same. So what would have to have happened is he'd have to have this one usable conker in his pocket to then secretly have levelled up his sleight of hand enough to trick the adjudicators.
Well,
and hope that he went second or first, I guess.
I'm very glad you've said that. There's a reason he could have done this. As David Jakins has been a judge for years and years and years and was also responsible for drilling and inserting strings into all competitors' chestnuts, as he is the competition's top judge. And his nickname is fucking King Conker.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Fucking mic drop. Job. It was an inside job.
Inside job.
Oh my god.
Inside job. What
He's
the fuck?
The ray gun of conkers.
A high court has now ruled that banter about being bold is now sex-related harassment.
Yeah, fuck you guys.
I got a screenshot and I meant to send it to Jake, but I fucking forgot.
Okay. This. I have brought this up because there is one line in this article that I found.
Jake is not bald.
Jake is not bald. No, he's not.
Yet.
Not yet.
Anyway, this article stood out to me for one line, and it's not because of the court case necessarily, and it's not because of the guy who's brought it against the company or whoever's involved. So it was brought to court by a guy called Tony Finn, who's an electrician. He claims that he had been sexually harassed by his boss during a row in 2019.
I know about this.
He's 64 years old, and he made the claim against the British bung company. I don't know what a bung is.
A bung? Like bungs?
You can't just say like bungs. I still don't know what that means.
You plug
like a rubber cock.
Yeah.
For what?
Anything that he's bunging.
Jews?
Tubes.
Oh, a bung.
Like
Fuck me. Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah, bung.
Like a bum.
Right. He made the claim against the British bung company when he worked as an electrician for 24 years before he was fired from that company in 2021. He says he was the victim of sexual harassment during this fight, the row he had with his boss. And do you know what his boss called him?
A baldy cunt.
A stupid bald cunt.
So basically, if you just called him a stupid cunt, he would have been fine.
Exactly. The thing is, it's starred out here, so it's a C with 3 stars. So it could have called him a stupid bald cock, but I think it must have been stupid bald cunt.
It was definitely.
If it was from the British bung company, it would definitely be cunt.
Yes. So the general public has said this is silly. We should all strive to be better people and to be more understanding and supportive of those who are missing something.
In essence, and to be fair to the bald cunt, you shouldn't not in a professional setting. You should not bring people's personal appearance into it, because you know if you were arguing with say Oscar Pistorius and he was a good guy in this version, but you called him a legless wanker, right?
Yeah,
that's horrendous. There should be a line. I think it's easier to be like no physical comments versus going, well, bald people don't count, but deaf people are fair game, or you'd have to try and like weed out the people, because like bald people no, but people with alopecia yes. Where does that? I'm just saying, be nice to baldies. We all might be there one day.
I think bald people look scarier, and that's not a bad thing.
Not always. Sometimes.
Let me introduce you to Ross Kemp. Do you think that Ross Kemp, right? Okay, theory here.
Nah.
No, wait. Bear with me. So he does all these shows where he's like, "I mean, London's toughest gangs." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you think he can do these interviews? He can do this either because he looks scary or because he's bold, so he looks friendly.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
I'm so sorry. My computer just fucking shut down.
Did it just miss all the stuff that you were away with then?
Yes.
Oh,
you didn't hear our conspiracy theory there.
Ross Kemp funds cartels. Because we've decided that he definitely pays them for the interview. He's not doing it for free. If you're a Mr. Drug Dealer. So that means that Ross Kemp essentially is funding cartels.
Okay then.
It was more fun when we did it organically. But
I can imagine. I use my imagination. Oh wow! I can't believe it. Of course. How could I have been so stupid?
And you listeners at home have to do the same now. Send in your clips of you having your mind blown,
or just getting blown. We'll take either.
On board.
You can send us to ywoi.podcast@gmail.com.
And Harry will personally watch every single video. Oh, that might come back to haunt us.
PGD pause.
Fuck's sake.
Is that right?
No.
Oh.
It's one or the other, and it's not. You don't just say P Diddy. It's no Diddy.
As in,
sorry.
Not me, Diddy-esque.
Harry's just like the old man. Did I say that right? Skibbity Riz, Ohio, Phantom Tax.
Hello, my skibbity boys. Get ready to hit the gyat.
Gyat.
The ultimate
Gyat.
riz.
I'm going to skibbity kill myself if we keep doing this, just so you're aware.
Don't worry, I'm already Mewtwoing.
Mewtwoing?
No, it's Ewing.
Oh. Just quickly before we go though, I was speaking to one of best friends who was at my birthday thing from back in May, and she was like, "Oh, that was so nice. That was so good." But I did notice something, and I was like, "Oh, what? What did you notice?" And she was like, "Well, as soon as Jake and Kian arrived, you kind of just turned into someone else." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Well, you know, I can't describe it. It's like they turned up at the door and you were ready to fight anyone." And I was like, "Oh, okay." She's like, "It's not a bad thing. It was just I've never seen you that unhinged." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Right, that's been our time. We're all going for a great time. I've been your host, Killer Keemstar, and I've been with my friends
KSI.
Logan Paul.
Alright, have fun, get drunk.
You fucking alcoholic.
This is a public health warning. The Yeah What of It podcast is dangerous to the mind. This could be you after extreme ywoi abuse.
Hello, my skibbity boys. Get ready to hit the stupid bold cock. As long as the piss to cum ratio is 60-40, you're fine. Tell me about the 3 penises. Did you know that there are 1 million ants per person on Earth? Let me tell you about conkers. Do not steal my conkers!
If you are worried that you or your loved ones may be affected by ywoi madness, like poor Harry, make sure to subscribe and share with others to ward off the ywoi demons.